Hey guys, it's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site and theantidote.com, bringing you another live exclusive by way of Kickin The Real. Got two very special guests on the sofa today. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
All is well. I'm Mark Dub, part man, part thug, using my heart for what heart's made for, and that's love. And we here with my brother.
Keith Cooper.
Now, you guys are the dynamic duo known as Blerd-ish.
Oh, she got it right. Dynamic duo of the Dirty South. The whole
Now,
name.
you guys do have a lot that goes on outside of Blerd-ish, so we'll kind of start there. What are some things that you have moving right now on your personal means?
Okay, so I'm Mark Dub, part man, part thug. My mom say I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I don't know if I've mastered anything yet, but, you know, in addition to doing our podcast, Blerd-ish, I also do Soul Lab Radio with my brother Mike T, aka Soul Lab BR. And man, I got some surprises coming for y'all. If anybody know me, I wear a lot of hats, which is, you don't cover this up with hats. I don't really wear hats, but I got a lot of things cooking.
All right, now that's exclusive, so you have to stay tuned for that. Now, what's going on with you now, Coop?
Well, mostly, since I mostly do only Blerd-ish, I become to be known as the Blerd-ish guy. Because this guy here, I don't know when he pops up. He just pops up like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and he just says, "Ooh."
I'm here.
I pop up like a can of biscuits.
But basically, working on, I do the merch table all the time, too damn much, but I'm addicted to it. Always trying to look for people to guest for the podcast. You know, you can catch me, of course, through the weekday at the 9 to 5 at the library job. You know, so I do a lot of stuff at Blerd-ish, and you can catch me just talking about basketball, different things, and do basketball BS. Shout out to them. You know, so that's what I do.
Very nice. Two men that are overly active in the community that want to make sure that you guys are being heard. So let's kind of talk about Blerd-ish. I actually had an opportunity in that first realm, in that first year, to actually sit down and be a part of the podcast, which I really enjoyed. You guys, make sure you go check out one of those earlier episodes featuring me. But let's kind of talk about how Blerd-ish got started. What inspired you guys to come together as a duo and create a podcast?
Well, the easiest, I would say the simplest way for that is that we were literally, I think, we were on LSU campus one night, me, Mark, maybe Donnie Rose, Marcel P. Black, and we were just at the, I think it was called the library. It ain't there anymore. And we were just talking about like the upcoming Marvel movies, because it was like when Marvel was hot, different things, and we was talking about
Black Panther was coming.
Yeah, Black Panther was coming. Like, yes, I think that's what kicked it off. Like, yeah, man, like, have you heard the news? Black Panther's coming? And I didn't know Mark was really into comics. I was into him, not to the level of detail that he is with every book. I love the whole summary and stories, and we both was talking about it.
Okay, so yeah, it was like we had mutant nerd synergy. Like, you know, people can always tell they're one of their own, and me and Coop, it just bonded over the comic book stuff.
And I was already in another podcast that we started, formerly Basketball BS. We still have the group for it, but you know, I was looking for something to do. I was like, you know, I would love to get more into the entertainment of things, stuff that I like talking about, from anime, you know, to just art, to different comics, and especially indie black comics, because that was just on the rise. Like, yeah, you know, it's cool with Marvel and DC, but you want to show love to those who are really like pounding the pavement, who just putting their work out through Kickstarters, whatever. No different than your indie, you know, hip hop artists who going around just barnstorming around to get their stuff out. So that always appealed to me for what they've done. So I was kind of getting into that more and more.
Coop is a hustler, and the hustle that goes into the independent hip-hop scene, the hustle that goes into the independent comic book scene kind of really appealed to him. So when we had conversations about it, Coop was like, bro, we should maybe do a podcast.
Yeah, and we can do a podcast and just, you know what, there should be more formats for these people.
Right.
I mean, you know, sometimes we'll get more into the problems with that or something that we came into, but ultimately we wanted that to be the core of what we do. And of course, if we talk about like some Marvel movies or something stupid, or if we watch like, you know, a random current event or whatever.
Yeah, we keep up with pop culture, what's going on, and it's in things that are nerd related. You know, we
like
give our point of view on it.
You know, episode 4, check out.
Black Nerd-ish, okay. So this is my thing. The first time I heard about the podcast when it was presented to me a couple of years ago, and I heard Blerd-ish. I kept on trying to decipher the name. I'm like, Blerd-ish. I was like, what could that mean? And I remember looking at my sister and I said, black nerd-ish. Blerd-ish, like all things black nerd.
Two different ways to put it. G version, like you said, just being kind of a black nerd.
Right.
Just a G version. The real version, or the other version, black nerd shit. Just, hey, I'm into this black nerd shit. Let's talk about it.
I think it's really cool.
Well, I was telling Coop earlier this week, I had some white coworkers who had come across our podcast, and they listened, and they were digging it, but they had come to my office and asked me why Blerd-ish. What does Blerd-ish mean? Right. And I told him it's for black nerds, and he was like, well, I would just call those people nerds. I said, yeah, but so that's what our pod is about. Our pod talks about, as black people, we consume things in pop culture a little bit different than other people. To a lot of white purveyors of hip hop, Eminem is the greatest. Right. And he is definitely a technician, but black people consume a little bit more, a little differently. And I don't think there are many of us who think that he's the best, because we look at it different. No. And in a similar fashion, it's kind of the same way black people look at pop culture and nerd-related things through a different lens. And so I told him that even though we discuss nerd things of all varieties,
yes,
we're not trying to be exclusive to black people, but black people are the center of how we see through the lens of nerdity.
Quick story as far as like how you say your white coworkers. I was on the road one time. I stopped off in Hammond, and a guy was like, "Oh, Blerd-ish, that's cool." He was like, "Only black people can make being a nerd cool."
Right.
Then he went a little bit further. He was like, "If it was me, if I did it, it would be called Word-ish." I said, "See, you had me, then you lost
me."
I said, y'all already got that. It's called nerd. I'm like, y'all have y'all thing. I said, the reason why the word blur was invented to talk about you can be black.
Right. And
talk about the going through what any black person would do. But you're into this culture, you're into these different subcultures, and you want to have yourself represented.
Right. Positive representation matters.
Because there's very toxic things in the quote unquote nerd community, just like anything else, any fandom. I mean, you got people from the Star Wars community that made the actors pretty much quit,
right,
gone crazy, just other things. So, we trying to be a balance to that. We trying to be that bridge for all folks,
very nice,
with emphasis on black people.
With a centering on black people and black nerd experiences.
And I think that's important, and we talk about it all the time, just black representation, period. And a lot of times we look at certain categories of relevance, based off of what the media is presenting, but we don't stop and look and say they are very smart kids or black people that indulge in things that society doesn't say is the norm. So how do we allow them to be comfortable and express themselves on a platform? You present Blerd-ish.
Like that movie, Dope.
Right.
That's a good example if you're not familiar with any of the culture. Watch that movie.
Shameik
Moore, who, by the way, just killed it as Miles Morales, right, in the new Oscar award-winning film. So that film pretty much set it up for those in the culture who, if you want to understand that just because somebody's straight A's can be doing this, their life could still be hell. But they still going through the perils of anybody else. Who might grow up in the hood or might be around the same thing,
right. So one thing that made us start Blerd-ish was we were looking at how infrequently black people are represented in the culture. Even sometimes a character that we like might have started off as a background character. Right. The cool thing about Blerd-ish is that in looking at black representation, we come across so many independent creators,
yes,
who are creating characters that look like us, that speak like us. It's not a white person's interpretation of what they believe we speak like or think like, and sometimes they're very good. Right. The guy who created the Black Panther was a white guy. The guy who created Miles Morales was a white guy.
Shout out to our homie Gavin Michelli. He does great work.
Yeah,
he did our Jag Mike, our take on Southern University.
So we can appreciate all the aspects of nerdistry, but we do like to put emphasis on not just the black creations, but the people who are creating it, the people that look like us who might not get a platform otherwise.
And let's keep it
Right.
real. When you want to have a black man or a lady drawing, who do you really want to trust to draw your hairline? Because personally, my hairline
with
got to
you.
be crisp in my
I'm
book.
with you. And the waves have to come down a certain way.
Got to have the curls right.
The curves have to be in the right place.
I'm
And
telling you.
you know, if you didn't grow up watching Auntie swing through the kitchen and Mama come through the side door, you know, you don't know how those curves supposed to be placed.
Shout out to Jason Reeves and Quinn McGowan. Them
Much
brothers
love.
know how to draw some hairlines. Like, for real. Like, I want to tack their hairline on mine and make it be permanent. But, you know, so
Hey,
for real.
Quinn McGowan is a dog. Yeah,
Out of
that's
Memphis.
one of our past guests. He's an amazing creator.
Yes, yes.
Now, where can they follow you guys, tag in for bookings? How do you go ahead on and get them set for the show, for the podcast?
It's real easy. Like, basically, you can, on Instagram,
If you reach out to us, we
ISH.
definitely want you.
Yeah, reach out to us. If you want to be on the show, you can hit us up through our Facebook page. Same name.
Keith will put you on schedule. He is
Yes,
one of
I
the
will.
most punctual Americans in the country, or out of the country. If we're gonna be
Right.
honest, he'll schedule you. If he commits to putting you on the schedule 4 months down the line, guess what? On that day,
I'm gonna
he'll
do
be
it.
ready.
And here's the
He'll
thing.
be ready. We'll be researched, and we'll be ready to give you a great interview.
And Mark know this. I don't play no favorites. I don't care if you the big person or whatever,
little person.
wherever your schedule is.
We can fit you
That's
in.
what we go try to keep too.
Very
so
nice.
to be fair, like I don't play favorites. I don't try to, this person big time. Like,
Which is funny because I do play favorites,
Yeah.
and I big time everybody I can. I'm sorry.
which we were blessed to actually have. We had the largest selling independent comic book person of all time on our show one time, and he was just so casual.
Yeah,
about it.
I mean-
Larry Stroman
Larry Stroman
of Tribe.
of Tribe and X Factor, for those who are not familiar, but you should be.
He
And
saved
Todd
the X
Johnson.
Factor book, like for
Todd
real.
Johnson, who wrote Tribe, and these brothers sold independently a book that they created, sold over 1 million copies.
That's
and
dope.
other things that we have fun with. What's been great for the past 2 years, we've been a part of the Mid-City Microcon Committee.
Pretty awesome, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss out on next year's festivities.
She's
We
been
have
a part
had
of it
one of the
2 years.
loveliest co-hosts in the city hosting at our event. So
Yes.
yeah.
Man, look, everybody who meets Tubby loves Tubby. They like, man, Tubby's so nice, and just talk to her, whatever. Shout out Tyler and Kel. Shout out to people came. Shout out to N. Stephen Harris, Ashley Wood. So I'm gonna send this to y'all. So if I shout you out, I'm gonna put it in your inbox. Tell you look at it
Shaquita. For
and
real, bro?
subscribe.
You ain't gonna say Shaquita, bro?
I'm getting up.
He's getting it.
Shout.
That's my dog, man.
Go ahead.
Wait, he said you got to pick up throwing shout outs now.
No. I let him do what he good at, and I do what I'm good at. But
Shaquita, you know Mark want to shout you out.
Shaquita,
You shouted out, you shouted out Shaquita. I don't know what you did, but we appreciate you, boo.
She is the creator of Shiro Comics, and she's actually on our table as well.
She's actually pretty awesome. I had the opportunity to meet her at Microcon. You guys make sure you link in with her. She is dope.
man, this sister has not only created her own book, independently Raven Choi, but man, she done shot many feature film with it.
Traveled to China. She's all over. She's international.
She
The
just
book
took
is based in Korea. She went to Korea. Like that's something my brother Marcel has taught us. You know, you go where your fan base is.
was just taking pictures with Issa Rae. I don't know if she's working with Issa Rae, but you know, she's in Cali. She's out there hobnobbing with, you know, millionaires and fancy people.
Yeah, she
and all
gave us
that.
a little exclusive. I know that she's working on a film right now, so
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, and I really appreciate all of the artists who came out of town and supported us at Mid-City Microcon. We wanted to make it the best experience for you because you make it something that we're able to do.
Yes, feedback
So,
has been wonderful.
2 years gone, and we ain't stopping no
We
time
ain't
soon.
stopping. It's
No.
coming back.
And it grew larger this year.
It grew larger. The official stats haven't been released. The library will be, the day job will be putting that out.
But we made numbers. He can't, due to the nature of his work, he can't really say those numbers. But
I like to be.
We did them
board-
numbers.
we did numbers, and just shout out to all those people who came.
math.
But math. But what we do have going on since we just made 3 years.
Congratulations,
June
you
is
guys.
our anniversary month.
June is a big month for us. Keith's birthday is in June. Tubby's birthday is in
I
June.
think everybody in June.
Mike T's birthday.
Mike T's birthday is in June. Mark Dove's birthday is in
Fade the
June.
Flow's anniversary is in
Our
June.
CEO isn't today. Happy birthday to the CEO.
It's Joe of the Antidotes.
You can't do that.
Excuse me, Antidote.
You can't expose him like that. You just
Oh.
gotta say CEO. They don't know.
CEO
They don't
of
know.
antidote.com.
My bad.
His birthday is today.
Shout out to our CEO. His birthday today.
He gonna catch that and edit.
We got that.
June is a really big month. So, in celebration, Keith.
In fact, speaking of projects, what we're both working on, we are making our own book. It's gonna be a coloring comic book. So it might pop up in there. We're working on that. She ain't sent no, she ain't picked her picture yet. I'm just gonna grab one. But, we're going to do.
It's not gonna be hard to find a picture of Tubby.
She's gonna be
'cause
the tallest
she out
person.
there.
One of the tallest people in the book.
I'm gonna submit my picture, y'all.
Okay.
Yo,
And
that the artist rendered me tall. Coop reverse that.
and I'm gonna tell y'all what the book is about because he's still stuck on his height.
He said you're supposed to let him be tall for the book, Coop.
Great, Coop.
You told that lady to go back and put him on actual size, and now they got a lot of blank space on the paper.
He gonna be younger, slimmer.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So he couldn't be taller too. He said you couldn't have all
Got
of it.
full hair, just lined, just crisp. He can't take. He just can't let it be.
Yeah, y'all, this ain't even real hair. This photoshopped in. The CEO did it.
He got digital Beijing right now. But the book basically is gonna kind of be based off of a collection of our podcast experiences. From what we see from our guests and people telling us what they go through, like what cosplayers go through, and just people who are writers, what they go
Indie
through.
artists, like the book for me is like a love letter to our fans. We're
Yes.
featuring a lot of people, real life people who we really deal with in the book, and we're trying to paint them with the best paintbrush that we can, and also make me younger, slimmer. Make me the Terminator.
Taller.
Anyway,
I'm taller. I'm taller in the
We
book.
already get teased about the six pack. Mike T loves to tell us, I don't look like y'all. Duh, it's a comic book, Mike. But the story is that basically we're gonna like kind of just start off, and we meet. I ain't gonna say who the main villain is based on. Hopefully y'all will get it.
But you can ask me and hit me up and ask me, and I will tell you.
We can't put it out there directly 'cause we don't have no issues. But it's just gonna be us. We chilling, and then we meet this crazy person who just hating on everything that you do, hating on your success, hating on your life, hating on you liking nerd stuff. So we kind of tell him, like, get on. Like,
Okay,
basically,
wait.
and he's like, you know what? I ain't dealing that. Nah, I ain't having it. So we going to be fighting against the forces of nefarious, annoying haters.
Now that is
And
real.
It's going to be based
Nefarious,
on
annoying haters.
I kid you not. It's going to be people you have met in life. It's going to be people who can't rap, who always jumping on the mic. It's going to be people who can't sing, going to be attacking you with bad vocals. It's going to be non-ninjas and goons. It's going to be internet trolls.
I am ready, y'all.
So
I'm here for this.
we're going to be doing some kind of just goofy, crazy stuff. And we wanted to be interactive, so it will be a coloring book too, but it will have some panels, I believe. And this is going to be the first book. And we've just been creating villains after villains. And we might just do it like old 60s Batman style.
What-
We might not even have powers. We might just slap the hell out of them. That's it.
What's great about doing this podcast is we've made a lot of friends in the industry that we love, a lot of creators. And as a result, people were kind of pushing us into maybe creating something and wanting to help facilitate it. So,
Yeah.
we have artists donating pages if you want to donate pages. If you want to draw me and make me look amazing, I appreciate that.
If you want to donate a tall version of Mark, it'll make the book if you want to donate
Yes.
it.
Donate it.
We ain't pushing for it, but if we get it.
He ain't pushing, I'm pushing.
But I just do want to shout out the people who have donated to the book so far. First of all, our lead artist is David Gordon. We actually sell one
Shout
of
out
his
to
books.
David, man.
Kwame Hightower.
Kwame
Look him
Hightower
up.
is amazing.
And he got a book or a web series called Quantum University about a HBCU professor who's like jumping between different realms. So, and he's from out of St. Louis. So he's our lead person. Check him out. We have Janice Campbell of Jetstream. She
Hey,
donated
Jay.
some pages. Gavin Michelle again. We got
Y'all, Gavin Michelle drew me as the Black Panther. I'm M'Challa.
Chala. He's like Chala. Is that like a coffee drink?
Mocha?
Chala. Mocha man.
Cappuccino?
Mocha tiger.
Cappuccino man. I like that.
Tiger, the
Bronze-
Mocha Tiger.
Light bronze tiger.
Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess.
But yeah, and just shout out to Gavin and shout out to Jason and Lauren Reeves. They
Much
were
love to
also
them.
at the Mid-City Microcon. They donated pages.
133 art.
So, well, no, it's not 133. That's sister and brother duo out of Gretna, Louisiana.
Oh,
They
man,
just
I
have the
thought you
same
said
name.
Jason Reeves.
The brother's name is Jason.
Oh, man.
That's all right. That's, look, double love right there. We shouted out everybody at one time.
Jason ain't gonna give no free pages because he costs too much.
All is well.
But that's okay. We
That's
get money
business.
with him
That's
on
business.
The table. I don't have one of his books. I'm transitioning.
That's okay. Go ahead on and show us some of the
So,
things that they
wanna
can
sh-
purchase through Blerd-ish.
Some of the things that we show. Now we do everything from kid friendly to adult friendly. It's never too graphic or
Right.
pornographic, nothing like that. But when people come, I'm like, hey, it's something for everybody. So if you've never been into comics, I promise you, I'm gonna have something
That appeals
that
to you.
will at least have a. You're gonna at least see a black person. Hopefully, it will appeal to you.
Right.
But you will at least see somebody that looks like you.
Right.
So, just for example, let's go to one of our bestsellers. I think you have this book,
I do.
and this is by Chris Miller.
Yeah, my daughter loves it.
One of the books that we've been having, and we wanted to show. I wanted to get something for the ladies. In fact, shout out to the ladies. Ladies, y'all been the best customers of us, like for real. Some brothers act like a book gonna bite their hand if they open it. Need y'all do better, read. But for real, the ladies out here are shopping and reading.
Yeah, I think this is one of my daughter's favorites. The graphics that are in it, it's relatable to the eye, and it's just a really enjoyable read.
Now, some people kind of like, we're like, are the girls too? Are they adults or they kids? Are like, look, it's for everybody.
Right. Don't feed too much into it. We never questioned Sailor Moon, and I was like,
You sure
where
don't?
they clothes at? My daddy was like, y'all can't watch that. They need to put some clothes on. So
Something else new that I just started at 24 Shades of Business.
Okay.
Got a couple copies, so you might can add something to your
I
collection.
might need to add one.
Add to the
Adult
collection.
coloring books.
Yep, coloring books, different things, positive stuff.
Some of y'all
Images.
think y'all cold with coloring, but y'all ain't colored in years. I challenge you. Come buy this book.
Yo,
I got y'all.
a book that I need to sit down and read, and it's real history. Harlem Hellfighters. First of all, shout out to Kanan Whites. Man, he's a beast of an artist. Like for real, like stuff that's real, that really happened about the platoon or infantry that actually the all black infantry in
Right.
World War II or World War I. Check it out. We have a couple copies. If people like it and it goes, we're gonna keep getting it.
Right.
So that's one of the things. And we got stuff.
So
to
what else
keep-
you got good over there? Give me this last one.
One
What is that?
more.
What is that?
And since we we're at the antidote.com and different things, we got if we can find anything with that's hip hop based, that's music based, and just lighthearted, whatever. We got sci-fi right here.
Dope.
About a kid who was like he was trying to make a mixtape for his crush,
Aww.
trying to make the perfect beat, and wind up sending a challenge to some aliens. So you gotta kick some aliens butt now.
So it's gonna be dope. It's transitioning. I love the fact that everything that you guys are doing is tying in not only the culture where music and entertainment is concerned, but we're also looking at those essentials where learning, interaction, networking, and elevation is concerned. We really appreciate you guys for opening the podcast, not only for All Things Nerd, but random conversation as well. You guys even have taken some of those podcasts over the phone to be able to allow outside guests to actually be a part of the show, and I think that's one of those great avenues as well. Now, is there anyone that you guys want to shout out or anything that you want to touch bases on before we get ready to wrap up?
You can. We don't have an estimated date for the book. It's coming this summer. It is coming. Had a little delay, but you can donate to the book at www.ko-fi.com/Blerd-ish. And that's coffee.com, Blerd-ish. I can give you the link as well. So that actually will help us to get production of the book. We want to roll out with a lot of copies. So some we do want to give some away to some people. We want this to be as prominent to Baton Rouge as it is just to ourselves. We want people to look back and be like, I know them too. I know that book.
Yeah,
that
we
book means
really
something to us.
It's a project we did with love for our city and for the things that we have going on and our friends. Like I said, we got a lot of people who we've come across in this Blerd-ish journey who we show in the book. And if you ain't make the book, that means you need to kick it with us a little bit more so we can put you in book 2, because it's coming down the pipeline.
And I want to shout out Offbeat, our family in Jackson, Mississippi. They really they go hard with the Blerd thing. Like,
Don't never back down.
We mix it up, man. Shout out to DJ Young Venom. They do. They'll do hip hop, anime, video games all in one space. So, you know, these things can meet, and these things can be a collective, and it can be a safe space for people of all background, genre, you know, poverty level, different things, whatever.
Right.
So it's just like, if you like dope shit, you like art,
Right.
you know, everybody grew up something.
Right. You know where to find it. Blerd-ish, you guys, podcasts, hitting the streets.
Books.
They're here. Books, anime, anything black nerd.
I do. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut off Nerdy Bird. We got an anime night coming.
Anime night.
June 30th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Ginza Sushi Bar.
Oh, cool.
It's right there by the Londoner. You go up the stairs on Sherwood Forest, go up, take a left. It's going to be us. It's going to be the Chef Buttercup, a.k.a. Chef Mia Taylor. She's going to have a curated Southern and Japanese curated menu.
Y'all, the menu is bonkers.
I'm coming just for the food.
Salivating.
I like anime, but I'm coming for the
Come
food.
for the food, and we're gonna be showing My Hero Academia, the movie.
Okay.
We're gonna be showing also some other anime.
Our silent partner, our host, Sherry, aka Ninja Yo-Yo, is
Ninja
going to be
Yo-Yo.
hosting the night for us.
Yep,
Very
she'll
nice.
be hosting, and I'll have the table set up. So you better get some food, see some dope anime, get some books,
Kick it with Blerd-ish.
network with fellow otakus and other people who are in the Blerd atmosphere. Talk to Mark.
If you decide you want to get some sushi, just go up to the chef and be like, "Ooh, baby, I like it, bro."
No,
I cannot. Do not get slapped.
Blerd-ish
at
does
anime
not
night
condone
messing with
those
Mark.
comments. That was a Mark Dub comments. That is not of Blerd-ish LLC. But yeah, that's it. That's what we got going on. We're gonna be traveling to some events, going to maybe Gasa Gasa tonight,
Right.
going to the Mississippi Comic Con. You know, of course, I always do Fade to Flows. I'm always set up at Fade to
Right.
Flows, and so you can. There's always somewhere once or twice a month you can see us. Oh, also doing Breck Park on Sunday, the Breck Art Unleashed. So
Yes.
I try to do. I do
As much
everything
as you
from.
can.
Yes, I do it all.
I don't remember ever hearing this dude ever say no. He don't do that a lot.
I've said no to a couple things.
Just a few, you guys. Just a few.
Just
but
a few.
I bet we can count them on one hand.
Put it like this. I'll give you an example. I ain't even gonna put them out there like that. But if you hit my inbox and want to charge $65, and I'll be like, "What? So what's up?" They'll be like, "Oh, we got tables and we got 2 chairs," and I'll be like, "What are y'all buy? What's going on? What's the theme?" And you can't answer these questions, and you want $65. Guess what? I got my own table. I got my
Right.
own chairs.
I can
pack
come
them up
set up
all
on
the
the
time.
lawn.
Come professional, y'all.
Right.
I'm ready.
Come ready or not at all, you guys. We appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules. Again, men of several hats, so they had a lot going on today. Happy to finally be able to catch you guys.
Yes.
Blerd-ish, all things black nerd, from art, comic, anime, good books, good conversation. The podcast is open for all creatives. Tune in, like, subscribe, share, follow my brothers as they continue fresh nerdy things straight to your door. The culture is here and we are repped out. It's your girl Tubby of the Nerdy Bird Site and the Antidote, and we are signing out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.